Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's TJ Putin back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about Lizzo. Yeah, I didn't think I would be talking about Lizzo either. So she is, you know, the body positivity queen. All right, listen, YouTube, don't get mad at me, okay? This is not bullying or harassment, okay? Let's just get that clear out the way. But according to her, it's pretty evident of her physique, her BMI, and the scale. Clinically, right? The obese beluga whale, bubble bass. Sorry. I mean, Lizzo is catching a lot of fire right now, and is actually getting a lawsuit filed against her from three of her backup dancers on her team. For body shaming, of all things that the body positivity queen Lizzo could be under fire for, it is body shaming. So apparently some pretty salacious incidents happened recently. She called a bunch of her dancers fat and threatened their jobs, and also at a strip club in Amsterdam, apparently, she tried to force one of her virgin backup dancers to eat a banana out of a stripper's cooter tang. I'm sure we're all wondering the same thing here. Why? Why would you do this? Your guess is as good as mine, because I have no idea. So I'm going to be reading a NBC News article. So 3 of Lizzo's former dancers have accused the singer of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit filed Tuesday. They also allege that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to an excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. So apparently, she had them performing excruciating auditions and tried to tell other members of the staff that they were intoxicated while working. The dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. The suit, filed in Los Angeles Superior Court and provided to NBC News by the plaintiff's law firm, also accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team of proselytizing to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while sharing lewd sexual fantasies, simulating oral sex, and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs. The suit does not say if Lizzo knew about the allegations linked to the dance captain, Charlene Quigley, but the plaintiffs believed the singer was aware of their complaints about her, according to their lawyer, Ron Zambrano. The suit names Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Vivian Jefferson, her production company, and Quigley as defendants. In addition to accusations of a hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit brings claims for religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantage, and other allegations. Not every claim was brought against each defendant. I'm not done reading this, but my thing is, the morbidly obese, listen, this is not harassment, this is not bullying. She is morbidly obese. Let's not kid ourselves here. The vegan who's been working out for 3 to 4 years, allegedly, and is still the size of 2 Madagascar Glorias, to be caught up in something like this is just absolutely absurd. It sounds to me like she was on a crazy power trip and had never been checked before, and she thinks that, I don't know, she may have some type of weird god complex. But if these allegations are true, this is insane. Somebody that does not take care of herself at all, always crying on Instagram Live about how she's not loved, but still does nothing to change it. It's just absolutely insane to me. And to try and level false allegations against your staff, and then it's a different power complex when your employer is asking you to do things that are completely and utterly unwork related at all. Like, it's one thing if your friends are like trying to peer pressure you or egg you on to do something that you're not comfortable with, but when it's your employer, when it's the way that you feed yourself and take care of your family, it's a very different, very different scenario when you're in a very uncomfortable environment like that, for her to try and have her staff do very inappropriate things, especially because members of her staff is a virgin, apparently. Get back into the article. The stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, while privately she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal but absolutely demoralizing, Zambrano said in statement. That's the lawyer of one of the plaintiffs, I think that's the word. The suit accuses Lizzo of calling attention to the dancer's weight after an appearance at South by Southwest Music Festival. The singer and her choreographer later told the dancer, Ariana Davis, that she seemed less committed to her role, a comment the suit describes as a thinly veiled concern about Davis's weight. Representatives for Lizzo did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Quigley did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Efforts to reach Lizzo's production company, Big Girl Big Touring Incorporated, were unsuccessful. Lizzo addressed the suit's allegations in a statement Thursday morning, saying she's hurt and called the claims false, unbelievable, and outrageous. Of course, that's what she said. Davis, another former dancer, Crystal Williams, began performing with Lizzo after competing on her Amazon reality show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, in 2021. According to the suit, the dancers were later fired. The third, Noel Rodriguez, was hired the same year after performing in the video Rumors. The suit says Rodriguez resigned earlier this year. So here go the Amsterdam club accusations, right? So I guess after a show in Amsterdam, she decided to take her and her backup dancers to a strip club. That's weird. The trip to the Amsterdam strip club Bananen Bar, that's how you put Bananen Bar, that's weird, happened after a performance in the city earlier this year. The suit states that Lizzo's after parties were routine and non-mandatory, okay, that's one thing, but alleges that those who attended were favored by the singer and had greater job security. That's pretty pathetic. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching DILDOSs launched from the performers' VAGINASs, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' cooter tangs, the suit says. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis, this is the virgin, to touch the breasts of one of the nude women. Davis declined, according to the suit, and Lizzo allegedly led a chant goading her to do so. After Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer. When Davis eventually acquiesced and briefly touched the performer, the group burst into laughter, the suit says. Afterward, Lizzo allegedly pressed a member of the security staff to get on stage and began yelling, "Take it off," according to the suit. Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed, the suit says. A week later, after a show in Paris, Lizzo invited her dancers to a club so they would be able to learn something or be inspired by the performance, the suit says. What Lizzo failed to mention when inviting the dancers to this performance was that it was a nude cabaret bar. The suit described the performance as artful, but the plaintiffs were shocked that Lizzo would conceal the nature of the event from them, robbing them of the choice not to participate. So apparently there is another claim against the BBW queen herself. The racial harassment claim is linked to what the suit describes as comments charged with racial and fatphobic animus that were made by touring company employees. In one instance, the former dancers asked to be compensated for their downtime at a rate of 50% of their weekly pay. According to the suit, an accountant allegedly responded to the request by offering 25% and scolding them for being unacceptable and disrespectful. Only the dance cast, comprised of full-figured women of color, were ever spoken to in this manner, the suit says. The religious harassment allegation is connected to Quigley, the dance captain who also worked as a judge on Lizzo's reality show. According to the suit, she preached her Christian beliefs and took every opportunity to proselytize to any and all in her presence, regardless of protestations. After discovering that Davis was a virgin, Quigley discussed the subject in interviews and posted about it on social media, the suit says. And when cast members asked her to stop pressuring Rodriguez, whom Quigley regarded as a non-believer, according to the suit, about her faith, Quigley responded, "No job and no one will stop me from talking about the Lord." Interesting. The rest of this is just a bunch of screenshots from random Instagram posts from the people that are alleging all of these things against Lizzo and her team. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. This is just another weird thing going on in Hollywood, another weird thing going on with performers. Anyone in the music industry, you can't trust them as far as you can throw them, unfortunately. Everybody is strange, the music industry especially. In Hollywood, they're very, very tightly linked, unfortunately. Yeah, so I guess leave your guys' comments, questions, concerns, anything you guys want to ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe. Yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good one.